Lynn's Annex that incidentally
It's overpopulated right now.
It's built in the floodplain. That's actually at a lower elevation. Taxpayers' money here in Fayette County.
Well, many times things are said and put in the newspapers as if it's gospel. So anything that he's just said, you need to confirm, number one.
Oh, I will.
Number two, as far as Kimball Architects, they did present the commissioners with 120 beds vertical for $6.7 million. Just thought I heard that it can't be done.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, it can be anything.
Or
if
less,
you have enough money, anything can be done.
Well, yeah, if you keep borrowing it, but at $10 million, $6.7 million for a 120 bed facility.
Right.
And at this rate,
Well, we have a couple, it's 11 o'clock, how many other people need?
this will be very good.
That's okay, I'm just saying, this is public comment, so let the public speak and we'll keep quiet.
I listen to words and I hear a lot of words. What I haven't seen is due diligence in your actions. It bothers me. Somebody had to spend 2 days in the library digging around and spend her own money. And I finally said, you've got to stop it. You're going to go broke. looking for all this information that she has on the annex. None of that had to be spent, none of that time should have been wasted, and we should not have had to deal with that, because that's the job of the county commissioners who are saying, we're going to do this. There's a whole list of things that should be accomplished before you say, we're going to do this. None of them were accomplished. When you had to have a person off the street go and spend her money and her time to find out that that place has been flooded since 1950, there's something wrong. And they never should have built it there to start with, and I still think there was a scandal back then, because why the state bought that, I'll never know.
Swimmer sold it to them.
Well, whoever. Okay, now, let me go on.
I'm not sure I understand, are you talking about?
I'm talking about the
property or
annex,
the-
which is a microcosm of the larger prison.
The men's annex?
Oh, the
proposed
annex.
The women proposed annex on Iowa Street. That is a microcosm of the disaster that you've created with the big prison. To me, the big prison is a waste. You don't need a prison. I have spent enough time teaching to know that buildings do not make an education. Buildings do not take care of therapy. Buildings do not take care of the handicapped. Buildings don't do anything. It's what happens inside that building. Now, you need space. Everybody needs space. There are cheaper ways to get space. You don't have to go around the county and have 23 sites, and every time you find one, somebody says, no, you can't go there. Or you can't afford to go there because it costs too much, or because it doesn't have sewage. I'm going to tell you now, stop looking outside of the boroughs and the cities, because nobody has sewage out there. And many of them have no water lines out there. And Fayette is a rural county. You should, before, I talked with someone, one of your people, why in heaven's name are you going out and putting this stuff in the paper, and then it collapses? I spent 2 days talking with people on the phone since I put my phone number in the newspaper. And I'll tell you people, there's no support out there for what I'm hearing for a brand new prison. There is certainly support for doing something about the lack of space, the problems in that prison, including the medical care. And if we're going to spend money, let's spend a reasonable sum of money. Keep it here where it belongs, because you're not going to get what you need any other place. And without spending money. Money can buy you anything. But how much can the people of this county afford? Your first project is going to cost you someplace close to $60 million if you floated the bond. So somebody finally said, don't float the bond. And I'll tell you what, I don't think you could have floated the bond, given the debt we have and what you wanted to spend. So now, plan B is we're going to borrow $10 million every month, apparently, because we borrowed $9.5 million one month, $10 million the next month, but I think that'll stop. Next year we'll get another $10 million, and next year we'll get another $10 million, and another $10 million. I don't know how long that will go on, because I don't have the information. No one shares that with us. We just pay the bills. I will tell you right now that you can solve your problem for under $10 million. It doesn't cost what you want to pay. Now, you want a new building. That's every engineer's dream. I want to build a big place. I want it to be beautiful. And I want it to have my name. And to me, this is the kind of thing that we cannot afford. I really mean this. This has nothing to do with personal people. This is not personal. This is about the future of Fayette County and the lack of thinking about what this county can afford and how the people are going to be able to pay for it. Because in the end, the money is not coming from the federal government or the state government, and even if it does, it's still your tax money, okay? And so we don't need a Taj Mahal. I told you this before. I went to high school in a stable, but it had marble floors. And now, basically, I'm saying to you that prison is a historic site. It is too small. It is outdated. But that doesn't mean you go and build a Taj Mahal someplace out on a farmland. So all I'm saying to you is, we are taking the wrong approach. I am asking you to please reconsider what you're doing and the way you're doing it. It's not working. And it's become almost hilarious to some people. So please stop it. Let's end this, let's postpone this, let's sit down and talk about this, let's look at what are the various options, and let's do it from the bottom up.
We need our own prison working group.
Well, we certainly do. So anyway, thank you.